This video presentation was produced by Awka Capital Development Authority, ACDA, to His Excellency, Chief Dr. Willie Obiano, the Executive Governor of Anambra State. The video is purposed to take the viewer through the processes underwent by the board in selecting the model city for Awka Capital Territory. On May 27, 1991, Awka was announced the capital city of the new created Anambra State. Anyone who has been to other state capitals in Nigeria would visibly be disappointed on visiting Awka, the Anambra State capital. 23 years after it became a capital city, Awka remains a shadow of a state capital, lacking in the attractions usually associated with a city enjoying such a nomenclature. After more than 2 decades of existence, Awka can only boast of a pedestrian bridge, whereas Uyo, which became a state capital the same time, has many flyovers, an airport, and an international conference center. This prevailing situation has negatively impacted on the socio-economic life of the Anambra capital city and has slowed down its infrastructural development and investment attraction. However, His Excellency, Governor Willie Obiano's discontent with the deplorable state of Awka began to show long before he was sworn in. In his inaugural speech, Chief Willie Obiano was emphatic about his dream of a fitting capital city for Anambra. In a very passionate voice, he had assured them that your clamor for a capital city that fully reflects the essence of our people will be addressed by my administration. We shall redesign and remodel Awka to meet the structural and aesthetic requirements of a 21st century city that we can all be proud of. Successive administrations have done little or nothing in creating a befitting capital for the resourceful people of Anambra, a people generally acknowledged as a bastion of knowledge and skill. The result is that Awka has become known as Expressway Capital, which travelers pass without noticing that they are in a state capital. His Excellency, Governor Willie Obiano, in less than 2 months after his inauguration, took the bull by the horns. So on May the 15th, 2014, Governor Willie Obiano inaugurated a 10-man board of Awka Capital Development Authority, ACDA, with a mandate to prepare a master plan for the capital territory and of land use with respect to town planning within the capital territory, to implement the Awka Capital Territory Master Plan, to provide infrastructural services in accordance with the master plan, to accelerate the infrastructural development of Awka Capital Territory. At the inauguration, His Excellency Chief Willie Obiano said, "Let us wriggle ourselves from seeing things as the way they are, instead of the way they are supposed to be." His Excellency charged the 10-man member board, chaired by Chika Egwatu, to look at the Dubai model as a minimum acceptable by the Anambra. His Excellency showed the members slides of Dubai as it was in 1990, and another slide of the same city when it had undergone transformation in 2003. The governor pointed out that as at 1990, Dubai had only 3 high-rise buildings as the slide showed. But within 13 years, by 2003, Dubai had changed so much that no one who had visited it in 1990 would believe it was the same city. His Excellency, Dr. Willie Obiano, charged the members, "My dream is that in 8 years, you will transform Awka like Dubai did from 1990 to 2003. In line with the mandate of Awka Capital Development Authority, ACDA, in building a befitting world-class capital city, the board, in its desire to achieve this laudable objective, realized that the first design principle would be to determine the model for which the Awka Capital Territory will be modeled after. So, the board immediately went to work upon its inauguration and visited all the agencies of government involved in planning, implementation, and execution. requested for all documents relating to planning with regards to master plan, the survey plan, topographical maps, etc. Interacted with senior officials in ministries of land, housing, survey and planning. Unfortunately, it was discovered that there was a dearth of data in relation to its assignment, particularly the survey information. However, this dearth was corrected by the assistance of the Office of the Surveyor General of the Federation. Going forward, Awka Capital Development Authority, ACDA, engaged the services of a reputable research services firm to carry out a comprehensive features analysis on 10 cities. And this research was based on 4 major criteria, which are planning principles, infrastructural development, investment attraction, development cost elements. All these key factors mentioned formed the principal basis for this comparative analysis. However, other factors like coverage area, population, and commercial elements were also considered. And based on these factors, 3 capital cities were selected from the 10 cities, and these are Dubai of the United Arab Emirates, Seoul, the capital city of South Korea, Kigali, the capital city of the Republic of Rwanda. This analysis aims at adopting a world-class design principles for the purpose of producing a befitting model for Awka Capital Territory. Different design concepts were adopted from each of these cities to give the proposed Awka Capital Territory an edge in becoming a world-class city, as a governor, His Excellency Chief Willie Obiano desires. These selected cities' functional attributes were critically analyzed and considered with regards to ACDA's mission and vision statements. Our mission: to build a model economically sustainable community. Our vision: a cosmopolitan Awka capital city with excellent infrastructure and the preferred investment destination in Africa. This comparative analysis process begins with Dubai, Seoul, and Kigali city. This is Dubai. Just as His Excellency Governor Willie Obiano earlier described the undeveloped state of Dubai in 1990, Dubai today has emerged as a global city and business hub of the Persian Gulf region. Vision is one thing, executing that vision is another. Dubai is a place that marries the two, and as a result, delivers a business, finance, trade, logistics, and tourism experience unlike that of any other city. Welcome to the city of Seoul. Seoul is a world city in harmony with nature, human beings, history, and technology. Today, Seoul is a colossal megapolis. It is said to be the 6th largest city in the world. In Seoul, ICT and smart city concepts have become personalities and the bane of business environment. Kigali City, the pride of Rwanda. Kigali City has its target of being a state-of-the-art and aesthetically appealing city having sustainable infrastructure that includes roads, housing, transportation, street lighting, good and reliable drainage systems, as well as green spaces and city parks. Kigali City had adopted a low-cost model for infrastructural redevelopment. Most of the infrastructures, especially the housing in this model, are made on site, which further cuts down construction costs by eliminating transport and distribution costs. After the analysis, the following table shows the result of infrastructural development of the 3 cities. Having seen the 3 cities, the comparative analysis led to the adoption of the following design principles for for Awka Capital Territory. From the City of Dubai, speed and accuracy in project execution, transportation system, health and financial systems, aerial photography. From the City of Seoul, ICT and smart city concepts. From the City of Kigali, cost-effective housing and related infrastructural development, central business districts and carbon emission strategy, districts creation pattern. Having completed this, it is expected that the next immediate line of action for ACDA would be the engagement of consultants for an aerial photography covering 400 square kilometers of Awka Capital Territory with 10 centimeter resolution. Engagement of a consulting firm of planners for the production of the comprehensive master plan, including land use for the Awka Capital Territory. Create an attractive and secured urban environment for investment opportunities. In conclusion, we at Awka Capital Development Authority, ACDA, believe in the power of will and leadership that transforms the fate of cities. Thus, we are confident that Awka Capital Territory shall transform from an old and generally unplanned town to a world-class city, just as Dubai turned from a desert emirate to one of the world's greatest cities. Seoul rose to a world city from the ruins of the Korean War, and Kigali not only survived, but has prevailed and has grown into a modern metropolis after the Rwandan genocide. As earlier stated, Awka could only boast of a pedestrian bridge, but within 100 days of Governor Willie Obiano's administration, he has already commissioned not just one, but 3 flyovers to decongest traffic and other infrastructure works within the state capital. We wish to convey our appreciation to His Excellency, Dr. Governor Willie Obiano, Chief Akbokwe Dike1 of Aguleri, for his unwavering support and pledge that we would deliver on his mandate to us. Thank you.